Good morning.
Good morning.
We are super excited because we are in
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro, as they say in Portuguese, cidade maravilhosa, which means the marvelous city. And who wouldn't agree? Look at this place. My God, the beach, the people, even the gorgeous, typical sidewalks that you just see it and you see the waves, and there is something always sophisticated, twisted, but not in a bad way, in a good way. And we have been here 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Exactly 10 years ago we came here, but we stayed only like 2-3 days, very quickly. This time we're staying a bit longer, and today the itinerary is packed. We're just waiting for our tour to come and pick us up, because we wanted to do everything. We figured to go to the most important attractions in the city, the best way to do it is to go by tour. So as soon as they come here, we're gonna hit the road.
Actually, like, we're gonna be trying a tour, we're gonna be doing things on our own, so we can actually show everything that and we're playing in many places. So if you watch our series of videos from the city, from Rio, then you won't need anything else.
Yeah, we're gonna really try to show you as much as possible. Today is with a tour. After, we're gonna do the things on our own. So make sure you watch all of the videos. Let's go. And the first stop of the day is at the statue of Christ Redeemer, which is very big, large, right behind me. It's not easy to film. Too many people. A lot of people actually. And everybody is taking a picture, everybody wants to see it.
I like that. It's like fun.
You cannot blame them.
That would be the one.
One of the 7 wonders of the world. So the statue, as you can see, the base is 9 meters high. The statue itself is 30 meters high, and the arms from one end to the other, it stretches for 28 meters. And no wonder wherever you go in Rio, you can see the statue. And just look at all the people around here coming here to enjoy this place, see this place. It is just amazing. And I must say, compared to 10 years ago that we came here, the infrastructure has really improved. There is a lot of systems, things are more organized, so it's better, but it is just packed, very busy. And today is not very clear because yesterday and the day before yesterday it was raining, but from here you can also see the huge bridge in the distance, which is the Niterói bridge down there, and beautiful Rio. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but there is also the stadium, Maracana, that we are supposed to go and see it with our tour later today. This is one side, and it's the ramp at the end. We entered over there, and you can come down the stairs, and then you end up here. If you want to take pictures from here, you have a better angle to take pictures. I'm just gonna see if I can find a place to also show you this side. On this side you see the other part of Rio, all of these typical mountains of Rio, and as you can see there are some houses down there in the middle of even the 2 hills, the peaks, and the beautiful ocean. It is a very nice scene. And then way in the distance on this side also you can see the sugar loaf, that we will go there as well later on today. Then you have the Copacabana beach down there, and after that Ipanema, which the tree is covering right now where we're standing, and after that Leblon. The construction of the statue actually started in 1922, but it was only finished in 1931, so it took them almost 9 years to finish. Then in 2010 there were some renovations done. The material used is also reinforced concrete and soap stone, or pedra sabão, that is very common for sculptures
in Brazil. The statue weighs more than 600 tons. The monument is erected on top of the Corcovado hill, and the whole hill and the mountain and the whole structure is inside the National Park of Tijuca.
One more thing I wanted to mention is that with our tour, we got to the point that you buy the tickets. After that, there's 2 ways to come up. Our tour, they chose the option that you just change a van and you come up the hill up to this point with a van. Another option is there is like a small train that you take that will bring you up. That also would be a good option because apparently the roof is all glass, so you have like some panoramic view as you're coming up the hill. So there's these 2 options to come up. Around 2 million people visit this tourist attraction per year. So you can just imagine how many people want to really be here.
Impossible to come here and it's gonna be empty.
Yeah, never. Like 10 years ago was crazy, now again it's crazy. But it's definitely worth it.
So after the Christ, we left the statue and we're just having a very quick stop here to see this favela, Dois Prazeres. So we can see the stadium, Maracana, way at the end. And I think our next stop is going to be the Maracana Stadium. This is another tourist activity you can do. It's very cute. Now, our next stop, which is going to be just a very quick stop just for pictures, is right in front of this stadium. The official name, as you can see, is Mario Filho, who was a writer and a politician, but the whole
stadium is known as Maracana. It is world famous. Its inauguration took place in 1950 World Cup when Uruguay won the World Cup. But this place is unique because during that World Cup, around 200,000 people actually were inside, which is the only one in the world that can have that many people, or has had that many people.
And the final was against Brazil.
And the final was against Brazil and Uruguay won. Then another unique thing about this stadium is that it has hosted 2 World Cup finals, 1950 and 2014. That the FIFA World Cup was also in Brazil. Now, the capacity has changed now because back then, in the beginning, people would just stand. Now they have installed seats and the capacity has been reduced to around 75 to 80,000 seats, which is still a lot of people. So this is one of the
stops that is also included in our tour. There is a statue over there too that everybody is taking a picture. Unfortunately, with the tour we don't go inside, but
I believe there is another tour that you can do that goes inside the stadium.
Yes,
no, you can visit it. Yeah.
And actually, if you want to watch games too, you have to find a way to buy the tickets, because apparently the tickets are not sold like for anybody like who wants to go. You have to be able to know somebody that has access to the tickets, and then you can buy the ticket to watch a game. they reduced a lot, so like it's not sold to everybody, and it's like for the ones that are member of like supporters of the team.
Oh, okay. So they have made it a little bit more exclusive, let's say. Yeah, it has become a bit fancy, but it's a very nice place to come and visit.
And now we have stopped at another tourist attraction, which is this place. Unfortunately now it's closed, but basically what you see here is 700 meters of a street that on both sides you have people, fans sitting here watching the show. This is where the Carnival happens in February every year in Brazil for 4 nights. And each samba school has an hour and 10 minutes to go from the beginning to the end of this street, and then after that the judges will decide which school won. There's a prize at the end, but this is where it happens. We are now at the Metropolitan Cathedral of Rio. The design looks like stacked pieces on top of each other, as you can see, and it kind of resembles the pyramid of the Aztecs, because they were the first civilization that occupied the Americas. So the design is kind of inspired by the kind of pyramids that they would build. Let's see inside also. I'm gonna try to show you inside if it is not that dark. So inside, as you can see, it's all hollow. All the concrete, it just goes up from the sides to the ceiling. There is stained glass all around. It was inaugurated in 1976 and has a capacity of up to 20,000 people. Our next stop is another place in Rio that, as you can see, is extremely popular as well. This is called Selarón Staircase or Escadaria Selarón. It was done in the 80s decade, during 1980s, and originally it was done by a Chilean artist, and that's why you see more of red, because in Chile the red color is more popular. But then after that, more and more artists, they came and they contributed much more to the whole project, and it grew to what it is now, that you can see until the end. It continues, and it's just full of tiles, different ones, very colorful, very cute. Everybody comes here to take pictures.
do some cachaça tasting now. Let's see.
Speak English, he has Spanish.
Espanhol.
Então bom, essas são uma cachaça que são feitas aqui em Brasil, pero são temáticas de cada região do Brasil. Algumas são comuns acá, outras nem tanto. Começamos por esta, coconut.
12.55. So this one is with coconut, and they are different types that are produced in different regions of Brazil.
Logo após, temos esta, mango.
So the first one was coconut, sweet, very nice. This is mango. It's dangerous. Perigoso.
Depois, banana. Essa lembra aquela bala fina.
Banana now.
I need to like.
Milho verde, sweet corn.
Corn. Cachaça with sweet corn.
Jabuticaba.
Jabuticaba.
Esta é uma tradicional fruta que tem no Brasil.
Jabuticaba is another fruit that is typical of just Brazil. I don't think it grows anywhere else.
I got a really cute one, but I was like, oh, so cute.
Esta é açaí.
Açaí.
Só no Rio e em São Paulo que a gente usa açaí como doce. No norte do Brasil é salgado.
As you saw in our video in Belém, açaí, they eat it like pure açaí just with food. But other areas they use it as dessert, sweet açaí. And now with cachaça.
Essa é da capimenta.
Coffee with mint.
Essa foi uma criação dos escravizados, assim como a cachaça. Eles usavam a cachaça para adoçar o café. Essa é para limpar o paladar.
Jambu.
Que é uma erva que dá um formigamento no corpo. Isso não é tão forte quanto a do Pará.
Jambu is the one that numbs your tongue when you eat it. Again, watch our videos from Belém.
E para finalizar, essa que é a Gabriela, essa aumenta a temperatura corporal e é bom para a garganta.
This is good when you have a sore throat.
Isso aí de um resfriado, então faz bem.
Okay, I think from now on I'm gonna just mumble.
Para finalizar, nossa tradicional, que é feita
Traditional.
essa tem um choro.
Is it traditional that you make caipirinha with lemon and sugar?
Qual é o nível de álcool? As saborizadas têm 22%. E
It's really strong.
E a nossa tradicional tem 42%.
I think I'm done. Muito obrigado. Do you guys see fume coming out of my ears? It's because of the cachaça. The ones with fruit, it's 22% alcohol. The pure one is 47% alcohol.
We are now at our next stop, which is Parque Bondinho, Pão de Açúcar, or Sugar Loaf, to take the cable car and go on top of the mountain, over there. So we came to the first stop, Morro da Urca. When you get out here from the cable car, the first thing you see is this one. That is the original car that you had in 1912 when they first installed the whole system. This was the wagon, and it could take up to 20 people to go up. Then in the 1970s they upgraded the system, and now they use this one, which has the capacity of 65 people, so it's much more. And there are some other cute little things to see and to do, like this one. I think it has something to do, yeah, it's the engine that they use for the cable car. There is also a helicopter tour if you're into it that will take off from here. The duration is around 7 or 8 minutes, they say. It's around 700 reais. It just flies and goes around, give you an aerial tour.
Also over here, the altitude is 220 meters, and then the next one, when we get the next cable car to go on top of the sugar loaf, it is 396 meters high. You also have a lot of gift shops, a lot of restaurants, coffee shops if you want to buy snacks, drinks, ice cream. There is a lot of places you can relax and sit and grab a bite.
Down there you also see this little neighborhood. This is the Urca neighborhood that they say is the smallest neighborhood in Rio, and also it's right by this hill or a big rock, the first stop of the cable car. That's why it's called Morro da Urca.
One more thing about the value of the tour. The tour that we are using today, all the tickets, all the entrances, everything is included in the price, and transportation. We just had a meeting point to meet them in the morning, but after that it's everywhere. It's with them, the ticket to go and visit Christ Redeemer, and also Sugarloaf, cable car, everything is included. Lunch is included too. We are going after here, I think, for lunch. The price was 380 reais per person. So there you have it. That's also the price of the tour. We're now going to take the second cable car to go to the second peak, which is the Sugarloaf Peak.
And a few minutes later, welcome to the views from top of the Sugarloaf. That is the airport of Rio de Janeiro. The bridge over there is Niterói Bridge. Down there we have the Flamengo Beach, and on the other side, that one is Botafogo Beach. We were lucky we went to the statue of the Christ in the morning, because now I see a lot of cloud coming. And let me see if I can capture this, because there is a plane just taking off. Not sure if GoPro can capture this, but this place is amazing.
We were over there, now we're gonna come and see the view from this side.
It's very windy, hopefully the sound quality is good. What you see in the distance is the world famous Copacabana beach. I don't know about you, but I don't know, there is something about Rio that it's always magical, mysterious, with a nice touch, a cute twist to it, from the waves of the ocean, from the color of the water, the waves that you see in the hills, the nature. The city is naturally beautiful. It's like, it doesn't need to even make a statement, it's just there and naturally making a big statement. I just love it. 10 years after I first came here, we are back, and oh my god, it is still as beautiful, if not more beautiful. Another thing I wanted to mention is this bay. The bay that you see here is called Guanabara Bay. This bay is the reason why the city is called Rio de Janeiro. The first Portuguese explorer who came here, whose name was Lemos, he came across this bay to get to the city. And once he got here, he thought that this bay was actually a river. They started their expedition in 1501, and when he arrived here, it was 1st of January 1502. He saw this bay and he thought it's a river. And it was also month of January, so he called it the January River, or Rio de Janeiro. So even though by mistake he thought it's a river, this name has stayed here and has been the name of the city for more than 500 years. So it was a mistake that lasted more than 500 years and still is the name of the city.
So, where is a better place to end the video than on top of the mountain, on top of Rio? We really enjoyed it. I love Rio. It is something special about this city. Everybody falls in love. And we have much more to cover. We're gonna be doing, as Mariana mentioned in the beginning of the video, a series, like at least 4 or 5 videos minimum in Rio. We hope you liked it. If you liked the video, give us a like to help the rating of the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Ciao.